What's up, everyone? Dave, the Data Dude. Today we're going to be talking about comparison functions and how you can use them in your data to see if you have things that are less than, greater than, equal to, and a whole assortment of different comparison options. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and import our pandas SPD. We're going to import our Pokemon CSV file. We're going to check to make sure that everything looks correct, and it does. So what we're going to do to start off is we're just going to simply write a function. We're going to look at a column, and we want to know if something is equal to a certain number. So we're going to say df.equals. So it's just eq, parentheses, we'll just say 50. Okay, so you see all these things say false, 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 false. You know, we need to tell it what column we want it to look at. So we want to say, and you can see here there are a couple examples of where it's true. So that's what we could see, that in the HP column, whoever this is has a true value for that. Now, if you remember, in and of itself, that is kind of useless. But if you remember, and when we were talking about the looking through our data class, we looked and saw that we can do a df.loc, which is just a string or just a list of true and false values to pull back our data in a data frame. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what that would look like. So we have our list of true and false here. What we're going to do is we're just going to say df.loc and then wrap that in brackets. And there you go. Now we have a list of only Pokemon who have an HP of 50. Okay? See how that happened? We just basically had a list of Pokemon whose HP is equal to 50. And we just wrap that in a location lookup like we had done in the previous videos to find where it was true. Now there are a number of options that you have available for this. There's a, we're just going to copy it and we're going to paste it here, and we have different choices like not equals. You know, so it's anything but those that equal 50. Let's see, we've got less than 50. So everything will be only less than 50. We've got less than or equal to 50. We've already done equals, we've already done not equals, we've got greater than, and we've got greater than or equal to, right? So that is how you can look up your data for using the comparison function. You would just simply say, I want to see who has less, more, not equals to, whatever, and it'll pull back this data in a way that you can see what you're specifically looking for. For in this example, we were looking for greater than. Now, let's say that we wanted to know, can we use it on string values? Well, let's find out. So let's do df.loc, and we'll just do we'll do name. We'll do name. So name dot equals we'll do ID sort just because we wrote that, and it does. So it does work on Pokemon, or it does work on strings. Sorry. So you can use this to find a string. Well, what about the less than or equal to? Well, let's find out. It does. So what it does is it will take the Ivysaur and find the less than alphabetically. So we can take Bulbasaur because that's a little bit lower of a number, might be easier to see. You can see that they're only are pulling back Pokemon who have less than Bulbasaur alphabetically. Here's an even better example. We're getting smaller and smaller. Here's Abra. There's probably not too many. Okay, there's only two Pokemon with names that are less than Abra. Now we can do less than or equal to, and it'll include Abra when it pulls back that data. So that's an important distinction to know, that you can pull back strings as well as numbers. And let's see if we try to wrap our arguments and have a multiple arguments. Excuse me. So we're going to wrap that in parentheses. Remember, that's how we do our multiple arguments. You wrap each specific argument in a set of parentheses separated by an and sign, and we'll just say df dot HP equals, we'll just keep using Abra since he's right here. We'll say 25, sure. And then I delete it. And there you go. Okay, so you can use this to shorthand ways to pull back all sorts of data that might get your data less and less and less and less, so that you can use it in a way that makes sense to what you're trying to do. Now, let's say that we wanted to have multiple arguments within our less than. Can we do that? Well, let's find out. The best way to learn is by just doing, and so we're just going to see if we can wrap this in a pair of brackets, because remember, whenever you're trying to separate things that are in a parenthesis or a list or anything like that, you need to put them in a set of brackets, because Python will get confused by the commas. So we'll just say, well, now we're Pokemon list, so let's say Bulbasaur. Right? What happens if we do that? Links must be equal. So it won't let you do that. What about equal? Will it let us do that? Nope. You need to make it where it's just a single question, single variable in here. There you go. So that's all we're going to talk about today. Kind of a quick lesson, just so that you can see some options that you have if you need to do some basic comparisons on your data. Obviously, you can use this in a whole bunch of more analytical ways, but this is a good way to chain your data if you are trying to do chain functions and chain operations and things like that. So like and subscribe. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments, or if there's anything that you'd like to see, so that we can keep bringing you quality content that you enjoy. Thank you very much.